Good evening, Earthlings. I hope your day was well. Where I am, it's like after 9 o'clock, so by the time some of you get this, it will be the next day. Um, I could not rest. There was just like spirit kept talking to me, and my guides kept talking to me, like, you need to put this message out there. And I'm like, no, why? That's not what I'm about. I haven't done messages like this in so long. And I'm totally detached from these kinds of things. And I just don't really want to talk about it. And it was like, nope, we're not going to let you rest. Forget about trying to go to bed. And so I just kind of sat down and just been in silence. And it was like, okay, you need to talk about this because we're not going to leave you alone. So I have a message. This is like a divine spiritual thing. It's not something that on the surface that I could say that I'm completely worried about, but maybe I am. Anyway, this is a message for police officers and people who follow organized religion. I've done a video like this. I've been talking about religion off and on over the years, just wishing that people would wake up and realize, like, you've been lied to. But I stopped caring because I'm like, you know what? You and yours is good. And when I say yours, I mean my baby boy, because ultimately that's all I care about. Not all, but the top of my two people on the list is me and my boy and me. And so we're good as far as that. But it's like, you need to talk about this. I don't want to get long-winded, but I do have a tendency to do that because things just come to me. But I've been talking about being in a different dimension and letting go of outdated thought processes, and like it's time to really tap into your power and recognize your spiritual gifts. And I've just been talking about all of this stuff, and this part of the message is for people who have been following organized religion for as long as they can remember. It's crazy because people are willing to let go of a lot of things with slavery and things of that era, but they are not willing to let go of the religion that has been shoved down their throats. They are not willing to let go of the obvious lies. There's too much evidence out now. There was a time where we didn't know what to believe, but the evidence, we didn't know how to access the evidence other than maybe like the History Channel or something like that. But there's too much evidence out there now for you to still call meditation witchcraft when you yourself have first communion and you're supposed to be eating the body of somebody and drinking the blood of somebody. What is it, the first Sunday of the month? I think. I know it's once a month. It's been a while for me, but I think it's the first Sunday of the month. So I'm like, well, what's the difference? It's supposed to be a spiritual thing. So anyway, I'm gonna leave that part alone. But the outdated thought processes are what's going to get you to a place where you are completely and totally stuck in a space that you don't want to. Y'all call it purgatory, and I don't mean that in the literal sense. If you look at what Christianity's definition of what purgatory is, I don't mean it in that sense. I just mean that you're going to be stuck in a space and time in a certain dimension that you're not going to be able to get out of, and you're just going to keep going in a loop. You're going to be like on a hamster wheel, and you're going to keep following this belief and having this ideology, and you're going to be spreading this false doctrine, and you're just going to be stuck in a loop. So lots of people are waking up to their true spiritual potential, to their true spiritual powers, and remembering who they are. But there are some people whose heels are dug in, and that's a certain generation. I have to admit, like, that's my mom and my dad's generation. That's their brothers and sisters. That's their generation. And then there are new age people whose generation that is, just because of what they've been taught by their parents. And they allowed themselves to adopt that fear factor that these organized religions were meant to implement. And without doing their research, they're just going to fall for what they've been hearing or what somebody has been telling them. And they're just going to go with that, and they're just going to be stuck. Another message that I have, so just to end that off for my people out there who's following these organized religions, I don't know. Hopefully you get a sign, you get a message, you get an epiphany, you get a prophecy. I don't know, but that's all I have to say on that. You don't have to listen to me. You can call me blasphemous. You can tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. People are going to leave in the comments, Jesus is coming soon and all of this shit. Okay. I'm totally detached from that at this point. And then another message that I have been getting and receiving, which has been very heavy, so much so that I had to call my son. The police, we've been putting up with their brutality for so long, people of color, and it's all coming from the same new age of Aquarius energy. Y'all better get right, because people are not dealing with it anymore. That situation with that boy's daddy who ran over the cop because they shot his son, even though according to the body cam, the little boy was doing something he wasn't supposed to be. I don't know. I just can't wait to see what happens with that. But the man doing that, it's like, it's not the first time that something like that has happened, where a parent or somebody has sought revenge or gotten retaliation on a cop for doing something to their family. But I'm telling you, like, this shit is about to get real. People, average, everyday citizens, with money or not, black, white, or otherwise. I'm mostly talking about brown people, because ain't nobody black, if you want to get technical. We're all brown. The ones that they consider black, we're brown. They're not standing. We are not standing for it anymore. There are going to be a lot more incidences where somebody brown then took out a random cop because the cop did something to their family or friends. Those of you that are police officers, married to police officers, you know police officers, because some of y'all sitting at dinner every night with one of these racist pieces of shit, and you're not saying anything. Probably because you scared you're gonna get your ass beat. Because the truth is, one of the highest rates of domestic violence comes from police officers. You can look that up. This is factual. But your days are numbered. You gotta really do some soul searching and think about if this is the job that you want to do, because people are tired. These protests, all that we've been doing all of these years, they worked for a little while. They're not working anymore. This whole excuse of, I thought he had a gun and I thought I reached for my taser, that shit is not about to keep working for y'all anymore. So for those of you that know these people, your husbands, your cousins, your uncles, your brothers, your nephews, your neighbors, your best friends, some of y'all about to lose some people. And this is just me speaking from what my spirit has been telling me. I've been feeling very uneasy about, like, I've experienced it all of my life. I was born and raised in South Central LA. I have a brother who was imprisoned, cousins who was fucked with, boyfriends who was attacked by the dogs. Uncle went to jail for 38 years for some shit he didn't do. Thank God he got exonerated. So people from the neighborhoods that I'm from, we used to this shit. Black Panthers, slaves, Mississippi. Like, I could go back and back and back, getting attacked by dogs and water hoses. Like, culturally, brown people are used to this shit. But the thing about it now is that we're not putting up with it anymore. The protests are done. People are about to start taking action. The thing that the guy did, last name Hinton, Rodney Hinton, that flipped on a switch like Thanos. Like those. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Those Thanos. Like they flipped on a switch. Some shit is about to change. So I just needed to come on here and give y'all this message. I'm done. Now I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. I've been up all day, then went on a shitty date, and I'm ready to go to bed, but I couldn't rest until I got that message to you. So you can leave a comment or not, follow me or not. I'm not even seeking that or looking for any of that. This was just for me to get that message out to you. Have a good night. Love you. Please take care of yourselves.